Welcome everyone to the EAA Together Virtual Expo. My name is Doug Evink and I am the owner of Tanis Aircraft Products. At this time each year we would be getting excited that we would be able to see so many of our customers and suppliers and vendors at AirVenture, but as we know this year that is not going to happen. So we are going to try to present to you the Picture is Worth 1,000 Words virtual edition of Why Tanis. It all starts here at our tent where you would be able to touch and feel and ask us questions about all of our products. And you would see a brand new Cirrus with the cowl off so you could see our system installed on their engine as it is on all of their aircraft, including now our cabin and avionics heater. You've heard us say aviation safety starts with Tanis Preheat, and whether you are landing your brand new Cirrus on a frozen lake in central Minnesota in the middle of the wintertime, or you're installing a high voltage transmission line in Canada, Tanis helps you accomplish that mission. We have two facilities. Our headquarters office is in Blaine, Minnesota, where our engineering, sales, accounting, and some manufacturing is completed. And our manufacturing site is at Glenwood Airport in Glenwood, Minnesota, where it has been for the last 45 years. So let's dig into the details of what is a Tanis Preheat system. We have a multi-point preheat system that consists of one threaded element for each cylinder and one pad element for the bottom of the sump, or on our 6-cylinder systems, one on the bottom of the sump and one on top of the case. This 1/4x20 threaded element replaces any one of the fasteners of your rocker cover, as you see here and here, or replaces the fastener in the intake tube, as you see here. Our pad element, which is glued to the bottom of the sump below the oil line, either on the side or on the bottom, and on our 6-cylinder systems, one on top of the case to provide that heat that's needed to keep the whole case warm. As you heard me say, Tanis multi-point preheat system. We do many tests to prove out our engineering and provide to you the results. And these are also tests that you can do yourself, and we encourage you to do that. Here you will see our system installed on a Cessna 172, where you see the ambient temperature started at about 10 degrees. We get 50 to 60 degrees above ambient in 1.5 to 2.5 hours. And more importantly, we keep our cylinders in the top of the engine 10 to 20 degrees warmer than the oil line, because we do not want any moisture that has accumulated inside your engine, which is part of the combustion process, the blow-by. When you shut off that engine, it's 160 to 180 degrees and about 100% relative humidity. That moisture will evaporate at all times, and when you preheat your system, it will actually increase that evaporation process. So as long as you keep everything above the oil line or above the dew point inside your crankcase, there is no way that moisture can condense on any of those parts. And that's why we design our system to make sure it has this gap. We do not have any thermostat or temperature regulating device. We design it with the amount of wattage that you need that follows the ambient curve. So if it gets colder, the engine would get colder. If it gets warmer, the engine would get warmer. Many people ask us, well, what about just a sump heater that I put on there? That should do it. I'll put a blanket around the engine. Everything will get the same temperature over a period of time. This is a test that we did back in 2016. Fully insulated engine cover around the engine, but as you see, the oil temperature was 30 to 40 degrees warmer than all of the items above the oil, which does set you up for a possibility of that moisture condensing on those metal products. We removed that system and installed the Tanis Preheat system, and then again you'll see the same thing that I mentioned before of our cylinders in the top of the engine being warmer than the oil and riding the ambient curve. If you need more than the 50 to 60 degrees above ambient that you can get with our preheat system, then the use of an insulated engine cover will almost double the output for another 50 to 60 degrees above ambient. But of course, the ramp time is going to be much slower. It'll take much longer to get that amount of heat into your engine in that period of time. Many people will ask us, well, there's another multi-point preheat system out there. How does yours compare? We always say, go ask the aircraft manufacturers, go ask the engine manufacturers to see who they recommend, because we have the only STC system in the world. Our STC is recognized by Canada, Europe, Japan, Russia. We do many tests and provide this data to make sure you know that our system is working the way it's designed and the FAA says it is safe to be used. We took and did a test on our system, which is located in these 3 cylinders, versus our competitors. That is basically a small thin element glued to a hose clamp mounted on the base of the cylinder. And you can see that heating from the inside out is so much more effective, and the air-cooled baffles do a very good job because we want them to. And you'll see we're 50 to 60, sometimes 70 degrees warmer than the cylinders on the opposite side. Obviously, we didn't get to see you, so we would really love to hear from you. Give us an email, give us a call. We'd be happy to hear what you have been up to this last year in flying. And more importantly, if you have any questions or any recommendations, please contact us at our info@Tanis Aircraft or our contact information as you see here. And most importantly, we hope to see you next year at the 2021 AirVenture. Thank you.